Hey guys, welcome back to my 7-day series of cruelty-free drugstore makeup. And today we are testing out the BURTS Bees Goodness Glows Liquid Foundation. I picked up this puppy at Walmart for $15, so it's right at the top of my price range for these series. And if you want to know what my criteria is for both testing these out and what I'm going to be looking for, then you can look right here. This little situation is what I'm doing all the videos on. If you want more explanation, then look at day 1, which is Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. Anyways, a little bit about the BURTS Bees Goodness Glows Foundation. This is the bottle right here. It says it's supposed to be full coverage mineral foundation that leaves skin smoother and more radiant with a natural finish. It's not heavy and it's supposed to not be greasy. It's supposed to be dermatologist tested, formulated without parabens, petroleum, so definitely the most natural foundation that I picked up out of the bunch. Now I think this launched maybe in November or December, so I've been curious to try it, and this is what better time than my cruelty-free drugstore video, since this is found at a drugstore. However, it is one of the higher priced drugstore items, but I was so surprised to see some drugstore foundations priced up to $20, even $22 I saw. And to me, that is just crazy because I haven't shopped for drugstore foundations since high school, and they used to be like $5. Some of them still are, and this is the highest priced one that I have in this series video, as I said. So don't worry, we don't go any higher than that. Still only 12 colors. However, they actually range from a very fair shade. That one was sold out, so I didn't get to see how fair it was, but it looked pretty light, all the way to darker tones, and they actually have ones in between. Even though it only has 12 colors, they looked very varied. So it was a nice shade range, definitely. I got the second to lightest shade, which is 1010 Ivory, so it might be too light. It is super hard to figure out in stores without testers. By the way, this is 1 fluid ounce, which is pretty standard. It is a glass bottle, so it does feel more luxurious. It is weighted. All the other ones that I am testing are plastic, so you might be just paying for the brand and the packaging. We'll see. It's a nice little pump top, and what I did like about the details, it has this cute little honeycomb print on it, so they definitely took time to develop this packaging and make it very nice and beautiful. Now, even though this is cruelty-free, I'm just throwing it out there, BURTS Bees is not vegan because they use a lot of honey in their product, so just know that. Today I'm going to be priming half my face with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I am testing out foundations based on the most similar ingredients and matching primer, and this is a freshie because I just ran out of my tube and I love it so much and it lasts forever. So I'm going to use that on this side. Out of all the Ride and Dye primers that I have, this one has the most similar ingredients, so they should blend together very nicely. And then of course the other half of my face I'll be leaving bare. Pump some out. Definitely more liquidy, still has a bounce to it, but it is a little tiny bit runny. Not runny, but it's going to have like some thinness to it. So let's first see if it matches. Woo! That is light. Well, too late. We're gonna stick to it. So that's probably gonna be too light, but let's test the longevity of it anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna be going ahead and using my Real Techniques beauty sponge and just gonna dot it all over. By the way, it doesn't say anything about a matte finish. It says moisturizing, hydrating, enriching, something like that. So that usually means those oily skin gals will probably not. Oh, this has an odd smell. Oh, it's weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a natural smell. It's not chemically, it's just odd. But anyways, the oily gals might not love this, but we will see. I am dry, so I might love it, and we'll find out, won't we? Seems very easy to blend so far. Since it's mineral based, maybe it'll oxidize and get a little bit darker, since a lot of them do that, but we'll see, won't we? Let's go ahead and see how it builds up. It's about a medium coverage right now. It's building up okay. It's definitely dewy. I feel like I'm having to use a lot to build up. So this is just the foundation with half primer and half without, nothing else yet. Very dewy finish, definitely. And I don't love how my pores are looking. They look a little bit larger, and especially around my nose. I don't know if you can tell, I'll try zooming in, but it like looks like I have these weird pore stretchy lines. I don't know how to explain it. Very odd. Lots of transfer. So definitely have to set it 1,000 times %. Very powdery around my jawline and my chin, which is very odd because I haven't powdered yet, so that might be the mineralness popping through. However, my under eyes look really good. My fine lines in my under eye area looks very diffused, nothing's creasing or caking even without setting it. So that's 50-50. I'm gonna be judging this one a little bit harder since it is the most expensive one out of the bunch. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of my concealer and then I'll set it and then we'll see how that looks powdered up. See if anything changed. Okay, love bugs, here is the finished look and it's not looking hot. Lots of redness, lots of pore exaggeration, lots of patchiness. Do not like how it looks on my upper lip and it's already separating, and my chin obviously is already super shiny and it's already wearing off and I wasn't touching it. And this is very weird, very patchy on both sides. Nose area is looking patchy. In my regular bathroom mirror that I usually always get ready unless I'm filming obviously, I look very sickly. I think maybe because this is medium coverage. This is not full coverage. I can really see one of my pronounced freckles right there and right there, which if it's full coverage, they'll look very slight. And then my forehead wrinkles are showing up more. You know, wish me luck after 8 hours. Wish me luck. I can say right now, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy. Looking so patchy, everything is shifting. And I hate how my pores look. And also, like, every tiny little line that I have is exaggerated except my under eye lines. How weird is that? Why do my crow's feet and under eye lines look okay, but everywhere else that I don't usually have a problem with fine lines look worse? This is a very confusing foundation. Like, fine lines on my forehead, my nasal, whatever these things are called, are very pronounced, especially around my nose. This is just bizarre. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. So there's that. If you want to see what it looks like after 8 hours, then keep watching. If you don't, because you already know that I ain't happy with it, then don't forget to hit that little subscribe button before you go away so you can find out what the next day of Cruelty-Free foundation is. Woo! All right, guys, I don't want to waste any more time here. It has been 8 hours and I have come to a decision. I do not like this foundation. Not that you guys are surprised who have been watching this so far, but my skin looks so textured and uneven skin tone, like super patchy and like lots of separation, especially this area, and the same situation on my upper lip from before. My nose is separating. My forehead is scary. Is very frightening. If I had to pick between prime and unprimed, I would say the unprimed side is a little bit better because at least my pores just look normal, where the side with primer, they look like a bunch of little weird foundation colored dots and then red skin around it. So I guess that's a little better, but yes, overall, this foundation does not work for my skin type at all. It is Texture City up on here and I am over it, especially because it is the most expensive one of the batch so far. Hello. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope that it was thorough for you and maybe you can decide for yourself if this would be good for you, because what's good for me and what's not good for me might be different for you. And if you already tried it and you love it, sorry, it's just not, it's not happening. It's not happening here at all. Before you guys click away, please go down and click my little subscribe button. You know you want to be notified as soon as I post the next video. And then outside of this series, I post 2 to 3 times a week. And you want to be notified as soon as I post new stuff. Don't you? Don't you? All right, you guys, have a great, lovely day.